All right, good morning, everybody. It is a great morning always to be in Balboa Park. My name is Todd Gloria, and I have the incredible honor and privilege of having Balboa Park in my council district and be able to serve as the voice of Balboa Park down at City Hall. And it is a pleasure to welcome all of you to another beautiful day in our city's crown jewel. I'm here today on behalf of the City of San Diego to accept a great honor that is being bestowed on Balboa Park by the American Planning Association, which recently named, get ready this, named Balboa Park one of the 6 great public spaces on the organization's Great Places in America's list, one of 6 in the entire country for our Balboa Park. Not one San Diegan here is surprised by that because you know how incredible this is. For San Diegans, it has never been doubted that Balboa Park is one of America's best public places. This official recognition validates the investments that we have made to ensure that the park remains our city's crown jewel for the next 100 years. Now, a few minutes ago, I had an opportunity to climb the California Tower and to enjoy the magnificent, yes, I did that on a day this hot. Yeah, so if I'm sweating, you know why. You climb that beautiful tower to take in the magnificent views of the park and of the rest of America's finest city. It's inspiring to take in the bird's eye perspective of Balboa Park from that iconic structure. And it is unfathomable that such a meaningful experience was off limits to the public for 80 years, from 1935 until just this New Year's Day, when the Museum of Man invested $2 million in preparing to reopen the tower so that it could be enjoyed by all members of the public as a part of our centennial celebration. Now, along with the investment made by the Museum of Man, the City of San Diego and many, many of our community partners, including Caltrans, the San Diego Zoo, the Japanese Friendship Garden, and the Friends of Balboa Park, have spent collectively nearly $65 million over the past several years on park improvements to ensure that Balboa Park is magnificent, not only in 2015, our centennial celebration year, but for the next 100 years as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined this morning by some of our great park leaders, many of whom are in the audience here today, but they are led, of course, by our Park and Rec Director, Mr. Herman Parker. We also have some representatives from the Balboa Park Cultural Partnership representing all of the incredible institutions who take these beautiful buildings and bring them into life. And then finally this morning, we're going to hear from Bill Anderson, who is with the American Planning Association, who's giving us this incredible award. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our Park and Rec Director, Herman Parker. Mr. Parker.
Thank you, sir. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Council Member. On behalf of the City of San Diego Park and Recreation Department, it's indeed an honor to be here as we celebrate the recognizing of Balboa Park as one of the great places in America by the American Planning Association. And I have to start off by, of course, thanking our mayor and city council, but a big special thank you to Councilmember Todd Gloria for his unwavering advocacy for our parks, not only here at Balboa, but throughout the city. We thank you for that. He works tirelessly to make sure that we have the resources we need to make sure that we can service the public and provide wonderful park opportunities. I'd like to also thank our city staff in the Park and Recreation Department. We have an amazing group of staff, high achievers, our managers, supervisors, rangers, our maintenance workers and maintenance crews all do an amazing job and take a great deal of pride in making sure they provide a wonderful facility here. I'd like to also thank our volunteers and donors. We could not do it. We could not maintain this park to the level that we do without the support we get from the community. So we sincerely thank them as well. And we are truly blessed to have an amazing group of organizations and nonprofits who devote their time and talent towards the stewardship of this park. And I want to say a special thank you to the Balboa Park Committee, the Balboa Park Conservancy, the Balboa Park Cultural Partnership, the Balboa Park Online Collaborative, the Balboa Park Trust at the San Diego Foundation, the Friends of Balboa Park, the Committee of 100, and the San Diego Zoo, all of which work tirelessly to make sure that this park is a wonderful place for all to enjoy. And finally, a special thank you to Mr. Bill Anderson of the American Planning Association for acknowledging what all of San Diegans and visitors from all around the world already know about Balboa Park, that it's truly a wonderful place, a gem here in the city of San Diego, and we are honored that the APA has selected to honor this facility. Thank you.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Bill Anderson. I'm the recent president of the American Planning Association and a board member. I'm also a San Diego native, so I'm usually here in shorts and flip-flops, not in my suit and tie. But it's with great honor to present this recognition to the City of San Diego and Balboa Park. Great Places in America is a flagship program of the American Planning Association, which is the largest planning organization in the world, with 40,000 members in 85 countries. This celebration celebrates places of exemplary character, quality, and planning. Places are selected annually and represent the gold standard in terms of having a true sense of place, culture, and historic interest, community involvement, and a vision from the past going to the future. And most importantly, a legacy of planning and public commitment of all the people who are involved in making a place happen. Each year, the American Planning Association honors and recognizes neighborhoods, public places, and streets across America that have added value to their communities. These great places feature unique and authentic characteristics that have evolved from years of thoughtful and deliberate planning by residents, community leaders, and planners. Since our program was launched in 2007, APA has designated 245 neighborhood streets and public spaces. And Todd, I think, has the unusual honor of having two of those places in his own district. In the inaugural year, Hillcrest was also designated as a great neighborhood. So we're proud here in San Diego. During the first half of October, we are also welcoming suggestions from the general public via APA's social media channels about their great neighborhood, street, or public space. And the 5 People's Choice finalists will be selected, and the public can go to APA's website, www.planning.org, to vote for their favorite. And that'll be announced in November. The partnership with other places in the country is a good one. Pearl Street Mall in Boulder, Millennium Park in Chicago, Flint Farmers Market in Flint, Michigan, Santa Fe Rail Yard in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Herman Park in Houston, and our own Balboa Park in San Diego. Last year, we had Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia, Norman Leventhal Park in Boston, Main Plaza in San Antonio, the Ferry Building in San Francisco, and Delaware Park in Buffalo. You get a sense of all of these great places are important not just to their communities, but they're important to America. For 100 years, Balboa Park has served as San Diego's flagship public space. Its exquisite design features a plethora of attractions which draw millions of San Diegans and visitors to the park each year. Balboa Park is home to the world-famous San Diego Zoo, 15 major art, history, science, and sports museums, indoor and outdoor performance spaces, lush gardens, dog parks, trails, informal recreational areas, and restaurants. And also places to get married. I was married over there in Balboa Park. Balboa Park is a complete destination in the central heart of San Diego that draws people to come for a moment and stay for the day. It's also an effort of historic preservation. The park's acreage and main historic resources are ongoing. Portions of the park are listed on the National Park Service's National Register of Historic Places for significance in architecture, art, education, landscape architecture, and sculpture. Many of the buildings constructed during the expositions were built to be temporary with wood lath construction. Some buildings were destroyed in a fire in the 60s. Many of them were rebuilt to become permanent features for the city. The park currently presents 1,200 acres of parkland in the heart of San Diego. It's also an evolution of public space over time and how people use public space and still use it today. In the 1890s, beautification projects began under the leadership of a woman named Kate Sessions, dubbed the mother of Balboa Park. Then, in anticipation of the Panama, California exhibition, the city established the first official master plan of the park. The plan added water systems, roads, Spanish colonial architecture, and the exhibition was a smash hit. Since that time, Balboa has remained steadfast as a major public space for locals and tourists alike. Balboa Park exemplifies the considerable allure that a large urban park can achieve when a variety of uses are planned and maintained within the spaces as a whole. We as planners, sometimes we know how to plan for exclusion. We also know how to plan for inclusion. And Balboa Park exemplifies how to plan for that inclusion, and we should all be proud. So it's with my great honor to present Great Places in America recognition to the City of San Diego and Balboa Park for 2015. Thank you.
Hey, that's all right. Take a look at that. Thank you, Bill, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for all of us. San Diegans love Balboa Park. The park is in magnificent form, and it's going to be an incredible place for another 100 years to come. Thank you all so very much for being here today. Thank you, Bill. On behalf of Herman and I and the rest of the city, we're grateful to the American Planning Association for this incredible honor of our city's crown jewel. Thank you, guys.